All right, man. So yeah, I have some questions today for you, and thank you again for, taking the time to chat with me.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for reaching out.
You're from like the Hawthorne area.
Yeah, Hawthorne, California.
Saw that you're like originally from El Salvador, I believe.
Yeah.
How was it like coming over here and doing that transition, like living in like a new country and all that?
It wasn't easy. Getting getting used to a different culture and then how things get managed over here. It was definitely a hassle, but over the time, with the people sticking around, they taught me how to get by with the language. Because I took classes with English speaking people, but it kind of didn't stick to me. So I guess it was when I went to high school when I actually oh dude, I kind of need to learn English in a way. And then just being surrounded by native speakers kind of helped me get the hang of it. But nowadays I still get the struggles, but it's better than what it was 7 years ago.
Oh, okay. So you came here like 7 years ago.
Yeah, I was 14 and then now I'm 22.
What are some of your earliest memories with music?
I remember in high school joining band class thinking it was gonna be like rock band, bass, drums, guitar. And then when I joined, all I see the teacher is taking out the instruments and I see flute, trumpet, trombone, tuba. And I was like, this is not what I signed up for. So I had to pick one of the list and I ended up picking saxophone and I actually stick to it. And then it was just fun. It was a cool experience. Didn't think that was gonna be the outcome, but music has always been like a thing for me, so I just stick to it.
Oh, okay. Was that in like middle school or high school?
No, that was high school. Yeah, that was definitely that was just something I was just like, oh, where's the bass? Where's the drums? I see sax, flutes, but it was fun.
So saxophone was like your first instrument?
In this country, yeah, but mainly I started with piano just because my dad used to play piano for church. But I developed, I guess, some sort of love towards guitar because when you see a band playing live, you see the singer holding the guitar, and you're like, okay, this guy's pretty cool. And then I guess I just wanted to follow that, I guess, model. And then yeah, I just picked up the guitar, and then I have five over here now.
I was curious that cherry red one you have. I'm guessing it's like a Fender, right?
It's actually not a Fender. It's a brand from El Salvador. I got it as a birthday gift, and then it was like, what brand is that? I was like, to be honest, I don't even know. It's called Palmer Marquez, something like that. I was like, because I don't see it at the shop. I was like, oh yeah, it's not from here, dude. I don't think it is.
But you've recorded like a lot of the Vlasics songs on it, right?
Yeah, that's the only one that I've used. My brother has a Telecaster. I recorded one song just because of how twingy and then high end it sounds, but that's the only one, and everything else is just the Strat looking guitar. Yeah.
Um, and so do you remember more or less when you started playing guitar?
Actually, I learned because my neighbor had an acoustic, and then my brother got an acoustic as a birthday gift. But he ended up giving up on the guitar, so he would put it under the bed, and then my piano was under his bed too. So whenever I would take out the piano, I would see the guitar getting, I guess, dusty and then wet, because sometimes when it rains, water will I guess go in our room. So I felt bad for it, and I told him, "Hey, do you think you can teach me?" I picked it up, and then I wasn't really good at it because you develop the calluses on your fingers, and it'll hurt the next day. But ever since then, I liked it. It was, I guess, more interesting than the piano because piano, you don't really have to go through some pain. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good experience.
Do you remember what like the first song you ever wrote?
The first song I ever wrote, it was actually yeah, I do remember. I think I call it Know Better. And then it's just I guess this one girl that I knew in high school who I really liked, and then it didn't work out. I guess I should have known better. That's pretty much that's I guess the most of the song is just I should have known better, not putting, what they say, not putting all the eggs in one basket.
I was also curious because yeah, I was going through your SoundCloud and I saw No Better on there, and I saw people commenting Chris,
Oh,
and
that's yeah, that's my brother. He used to be part of the band actually. The first song with the Vlasics released was it's called It's My Fault, and then my brother was singing it. For that one, my guitarist, he played all the guitar parts and then I played bass because we didn't have a bass player by then.
oh, okay, yeah. See, I didn't know that. I was like,
Yeah.
who's Chris?
He was the front man and then he ended up just, dipping. And then the band members were like, okay, we need a singers. And then you're related to the ex singer, so might as well you step up. And I was like, I don't know, man. So they ended up convincing me, and then I ended up making No Better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is your brother like younger, older?
He's younger. Yeah.
Uh, but that's cool that you guys collaborated at one point, you know.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people at first were like, "Where's Chris?" Because like I guess he started the movement. I guess the reason why we came like with the name Vlasics is because we were like band practice and then we stay up until like 12, 1 in the morning. And then we're like, let's go to 7-Eleven. And then we see like those pickle jars and then we saw Vlasics. So we just like, what if we add the Vlasics? And we just stick to it.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that in one of those videos you guys have on
Oh
YouTube.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and so you guys started around 2020. I think I
Yeah,
saw
20, yeah, it was 2020.
on No Better. I also noticed that there was like well, there's a bit of songs where I was wondering this. There's like backup vocals that sound a little like higher pitched than yours.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that you doing it or is that someone else?
No, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how I got like this. I guess I don't know how my throat works, but I can reach like high notes. Sometimes it gets out of tune, but like I'm still working on like just keeping it at like a nice and steady pitch. But yeah, that was me. We have a couple of songs that we do high pitches too, and then I guess just not to like let the technique die out because like the more you do it, the more you're gonna get better at it. Like if you just stop, then that's it.
Yeah, but it's cool to add that. It's like a harmony.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
And so after that, oh yeah, and also on No Better, I like the wah pedal
Oh,
stuff at
towards
the
the end. Yeah. Honestly, I think I used the wah pedal on this guitar solo too. Actually, no. It's like I think it's towards the end, like down. Yeah, it's towards the end. Honestly, that part was not gonna be featured in the song just because it was just us messing around. And then they tell us, what if we just add it at the end and then like it's like silly. And I was like, all right, let's do it.
So when you guys first started, the original lineup was you, your brother, Orion was the drummer as well,
Yeah, yeah.
and and yeah, you said, oh, you were the bassist for a little while.
I was the bassist, yeah, and then my guitarist, his name is Jasler. We used to go to jazz and marching band together in high school, and then he's the one to stick to me. He's the one that will manage the recordings and all like the I guess us coming into his house and practice because he was blessed to have a Mac, has GarageBand, and then we just have to like get an audio interface, and then we all pitched in to buy a bass. So I guess at the end of the day, it worked out.
After that, I see that My Kind of Luck was probably the next single around like 2021. I saw that it came out.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my next single. I don't know. That song has a lot of meaning to it. It's kind of like a point of view about my mom. Um, like a little personal. My dad is no longer with us. I guess he's better off with another family, and it's just like my mom's point of view in a way. Kind of like the situation that she was going through. And then I was like, you know what? this is a bad memory to remember. Like, I'm just gonna write a song like towards my mom. It's like some sort of respect. Like, hey mom, I made this about you. Hope you, I guess, means something to you. And then if I wanted to like make like a song special towards like someone, which is my mom, I wanted to like put everything that I knew. So towards the end, I added like a sax solo. Just like, okay, I gave him my all. Even though it wasn't well mixed or mastered, but it's just what we had.
And that's awesome though. Like you took like something that's, like a hard topic, but you made art out of it. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's also interesting to use like a different point of view.
No, yeah, definitely. It's just it was like heartbreaking to see my mom like go through those tough days. And then even now, like I don't think she's gotten to the point where like I will show her like much appreciation. Because back then I didn't have a job. Like I was straight out of high school. I thought I was gonna go to college, but that was not God's plan. So to this day she had to like work two jobs, pitch in for rent, pitch in for food. And then I don't think me and my brother would ever be like, I guess, enough grateful to tell her, hey mom, thanks. And yeah, it's just like she's been up there, like mom, dad role for the past 4 years.
No, but that's sweet though. Like you still, at least you are like self-aware of the situation, and you recognize like, oh man, like I gotta be grateful. I am grateful.
No, yeah, definitely. She's all I got. She's all I got at the moment.
It's awesome. And after that, I saw Melted Memories came out like that summer, July 21st. And
Yeah.
I was curious on the Skyline song. Was that someone else that sang on that one?
It was it was supposed to be me, and I told Jason, the guitarist guy, dude, like the song sounds sick. I just don't find like gaps where I can like put my lyrics in. Do you think you can send me an example of like how you want me to sing it? So he recorded himself singing, and then he's like, "Here's my idea. Here's how I did it. Get some inspo, and then put your, I guess, like your mind into it, and come up with something." And then me and Orion agree. It's like, why don't we just release it like that? Because my drummer Orion, he sings, and then we're like, what if we just do like a Beatles scene where like the drummer, the bass, and then the guitars, all of us have a song, out there. And he's like, I don't know, man, I don't like it. It's like, dude, just release it. You never know. And then he ended up doing it. We actually convinced him to do it. But yeah, that's him singing.
That is cool though. Like how you said, it's a like a Beatles throwback where everyone kind of has their own
Yeah,
song on the release.
yeah. It just had to be like that, honestly, because I don't think I will come up with anything better than what he did.
Oh, okay. And yeah, that's cool because I did see that Orion has a song where he plays guitar and sings on. I think it was D Rust.
Oh,
No, wait,
D-Rust. Yeah. He has two. It has D-Rust and Relief.
and Relief. Yeah, Relief.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good too, man.
He's amazing. Honestly, the fact that he transitions from drums to guitar and then managed to come with some magic that I don't think I can ever think of. It's cool. I had to actually ask him, do you think you can teach me how to play drums? Because at first he was actually gonna play drums and sing, but we saw like the struggle, and then honestly, I was like, I just wanted to like struggle myself and then put like some obstacles so I can like overcome them and then just learn a new skill. So I told him, why don't you teach me like drums, and then we'll just go from there.
It's like you read my mind. I was gonna ask you like when did you start playing drums too?
Oh, it's funny. There was like a good period of time where he left the drum set Jacer's house for a recording, and then he was actually he didn't tell us he had another band. He will be recording and playing with them, and then I will have the drum set at his Jacer's house, and then it will be times where my brother will sing and play guitar, and then Jason will play bass, and I was like, all right, here goes nothing. I wasn't really good at it. I just know how to like play the basic boots and cats, and then he told me, there's more to it. He came back to us. I guess he saw the potential. And then the other band, I think he's still in contact with them. They just don't play shows like that anymore, but they're pretty cool friends. And then they follow us too, and we follow them back. So it's like it's not like a toxic environment. We're like, oh, dude, why do you go here? Why do you go there? It's like we're all friends, you know. And then yeah, he actually took the time and patience to teach me some of the skills that he learned. So yeah, I just went from there and then did the best I could.
Sweet. How did you two meet, by the way? You and Orion.
My brother was actually playing like a talent show at a different school, Longdale High School. And then him and then my other friend named Yazzie, we used to skate and then he was learning how to play guitar. So my brother and him decided to like learn the songs and then they met Orion skating. He used to work at a pizza shop. And then they're like, oh dude, I play drums. And then Yazzie and then Orion went to the same high school. So they kind of knew each other. So they got in contact with my brother, and then those three play at the London talent show. And then I had to go because my brother left the guitar at home. So I go there, and then the guitarist was like, "Okay, what do we play next?" And then my brother was like, "Let's play The Man Who Sold the World by Nirvana." And then they're like, I don't know." Orion's like, "I got you, I got you, I got you." So he started playing drums, and then my brother was like, "Josh, come here for a sec." And I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Can you play this song for me?" I was like, "Dude, no, I didn't rehearse with you guys." And then I ended up playing it with them. Me and Orion bonded. We were just talking, and then we became friends. And then I told him, "Oh, dude, I have another guy that he plays guitars. We just need a bass player because if you want to hop on drums, I just go on guitar. Um, Jason can play bass or guitar, and then I can have my brother play bass and sing." And then he was like, "Okay, I'm down." So that's how I met him.
Oh yeah, and I also saw that you skate, and that's why I was excited to speak with you too. I was like, this dude skates, he makes this cool music. I skate too, and I
Oh,
was like,
dude, that's sick.
I was like looking at your clips. I was like, oh wow, he's got Casper flips, or do you call them Casper flips or hospital flips?
I actually went to a skate park and we were playing game skate, and then I said, "All right, I'm gonna do this trick." I did it, and it's like, "What was it?" I was like, "Oh, Casper flip." It was like actually it's called hospital flip. I was like, "All right, man, my bad." And then everyone just turned against me. It's like, "Get the right terms, bro." I'm like, "All right, dude, my bad. I don't know how you call it."
I don't see why it matters, you know, but
I
I
know. I just call it hospital because like I was like I don't want to get like people. I was like, "Hey, bro, that's not the right term." Whatever. Just go with the flow.
it's kind of like people that make fun of skaters that hold their trucks like with the truck,
Oh,
you know,
the mall grab.
mall grab.
Yeah, that was actually me when I was learning how to skate with the big cruiser. And then you will always get these cool guys who already have a car by high school. It would just drive by me and then honk and then be like, "Poser." And I was like, dude, I didn't even know what that meant back then. But I ended up going like on YouTube, like on Braille skateboarding or whatever, learning how to do a kickflip and ollie. But yeah.
Dude, I took forever to learn how to kickflip.
Oh
Like
no,
I
me too. Me too. Took me like a year and a half.
Yeah, same here. Like at least a year because I had other tricks. I knew how to ollie, knew how to pop shove it, like everything else except the kickflip. And
Yeah.
same thing. I went on YouTube and I saw, I don't even remember his name, but some YouTuber he recommended practicing on like either carpet or on like a grass like one truck in the grass and one truck on cement, and I'm like, so I went in my backyard and I tried it, and then boom, I landed. I was like, oh.
No, yeah, that's crazy. I actually learned how to kickflip because I was sitting down and I was just like trying to get the motion sitting down and I got it. So I did it while I guess I was rolling and then I stick to it, but I leaned back. I leaned back, so I ended up like flying backwards. And then ever since then I was like, I'm not doing kickflips ever again. And then until like they told me, bro, just do it, commit to it. I was like, all right, let's do it. Because also the girls were watching, so I was like, okay, I need to like step up, you know?
It's always the worst, like falling in front of a chick.
Oh no, dude. Tell me about it, dude. Crazy.
And yeah, I also saw you do varial heels. It's like, damn.
Oh yeah, actually I was more of a heel flip guy than kick flip, and then now I can't do heel flips anymore. But for some reason I can do a varial heel. It's just easier, I guess, because like I guess my first trick was front shove before ollie.
Oh,
So
okay.
I got front shoves down. So very here I just pick it straight down and then it lands.
Are you regular or goofy?
I'm goofy.
Mm. Um, what's the most stairs you've done?
To be honest, I have back problems, so I would say five.
Five stairs.
Yeah, that's it. I can't do anything more than that.
You still skate like here and there?
Yeah, I actually skate in my parking lot. It's like we have like the apartments and then underneath is like the where like the cars park. I just whenever I'm cleaning my car, I just bust out the skateboard, just land kick flips, ollies, tray flips, and hospital flips, and that's it.
Oh, dude, you got tray flips. That's awesome.
It's like it's a hit or miss. I don't get them like constantly. It's just whenever I get lucky, I guess.
Man, it's like I only had them for a certain point. I stopped skating for a bit, and I barely skate nowadays. But I
Mhm.
just can't tray flip for the life of me. I had them long time ago, and yeah, I really want to I really want to get back into skating, but
Yeah.
just having like basics down keeps me happy, or just riding the board too, cruising. It's
I know, yeah, definitely. Honestly, my dream is to just play like a show at a skate park and then, you know, I guess take a music video like, the band next to like the bowls and you just see like the guys just going up in the air and going back down. I feel like that would be like a cool scene, especially here in Hawthorne. There's like a lot of skaters in the area. So I think it would be like cool, getting known in the city and then that's how you like, shoot like rocket shoot, I guess. I don't know. Because we're not famous. Everyone is like, oh, every now and then it's like, are you Josh from the Vlasics? I was like, oh yeah. So I was like, oh dude, I like Relief. I like my kind of look. I was like, okay, but it's like one in a million. But at least it's something. One is better than nothing.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I was like, man, it's crazy that these dudes aren't more blown up. You guys have really good music,
Oh,
but
dude.
it's just a matter of time, dude. Like I really
Yeah,
do. I really do see you guys like, shooting up,
yeah,
shooting up in the known.
yeah. Hopefully, because like we didn't want to like follow like what was popping by then, like 2020, 2021. There's like I guess metal or like just alt rock. We wanted to do like something a little bit more different. So we just picked like surf rock indie, especially because like it's hot on like the Beach Boys and being by the beach. It kind of like affects like how like our brain works and like I don't know. We just wanted to get in that environment and then just play like a lot of like I guess melodic leads and then just with a lot of spring reverb, honestly.
Yeah, reverb's like necessary when you want to play those kind
Uh,
of.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
And so after Melted Memories, uh, the single Enough came out in May 4th, 2022.
Yeah.
That
Um,
song's really good, by the way. I really like that song.
oh, dude, appreciate you. Yeah, that was just like something that came to my head. Like I will always say like until 1 in the morning, and it just came to my head. It's about like I guess putting effort into someone, and then somehow that person doesn't really feel the same, or like at least not at the fullest. And then you just like I guess you just want to prove that you care, that you just want to talk to that person, whether like that person hates you or doesn't care about you or just doesn't see you that way. It's just kind of like you shooting your shot, but at the same time, just keeping it like in the lows, just like, hey, I care for you. Like, I just want to talk to you.
Yeah, I get that. It's like, well, it's in the song title too. Like you don't feel like you're enough, and like, or you
Yeah,
like doubt yourself.
in a way, yeah.
And so after that, it's it's the album Channels came out that same year. And I was curious on that one with Canela is the only song that you guys did like a re-recording of. It's like
Yeah.
the first one was on Melted Memories, and then this one has it again. I was curious, like what made you decide on re-recording it?
So back then when we first released Canela and Melted Memories, we would just end it like after the da, 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 and just end on like the first note. For the second, like over the time, we just like, what if we add a solo at like towards the end? So the new Canela has that solo like at the end where like I just go on like I guess play like the first two chords and I just solo over them and I just put like I have like three delays on my pedal board. I just turn them all on and just like creates like a lot of feedback, and then I just turn them off and then just end the song like that. I guess it's just like I guess we just wanted to like have a recording of what we play now than what we used to play then.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
makes sense.
that's the only change. We just added like a solo towards the end, but everything else just remains the same. And then we, I guess, fixed the drums like the way he plays them now. It's just I guess the drums and then the solo towards the end.
And so D Russ was the one that Orion also sang on?
Yeah, the Rust, that's his. Yeah, he was a solo artist, and then he released music on his own on SoundCloud. And then I guess we really liked that song. It was like, "Do you want to add it to like the I guess the album?" And he's like, "Okay, I'll be down." So we re-recorded it, and then this time me on drums and him on guitar. And then we all pitched in ideas on how to like make it not so different from like the original, but just adding like our touch to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when you guys performed live, um how do you uh decide on like what set list you guys want to do?
Well, we usually will start with something like fast, something catchy, and then making our way towards the middle. Orion likes to be in the middle, so we would like tell him, all right, so we'll do like three songs of me, and then after you can just have like your break. And then, cause like I also need a break from singing, cause like I cannot sing like 8 songs straight up. So I was like, I'll just do three or two, then you can have your like your moment of I guess shine, and then we'll swap back towards like the end. So he wants to be in the middle. I think I talked about him. He's like, do you want to close the show one time? But he's like, nah, because like his songs are more like like it's to get you in your feels. Something like mellow, something like okay, this is catchy, but not like crazy catchy, like for you to start moshing and stuff. And then I kind of just go for like I just go for whatever, honestly, whatever my brain is working at the time. It's just like all right, I'm gonna work on it, but mainly he focused on like trying to get like the people's attention based on like the lyrics and then how it sounds, rather than just making like a really catchy beat in order for like people to dance.
Okay. Yeah, that I do kind of see that vibe, like D-Rust and Relief. Yeah, they're kind of like more mellow sounding.
Yeah, but he's definitely not trying to spoil it, but he's definitely working on some heavy stuff that like I know people are gonna like it. It's just like not his ordinary like writing. He definitely got out of his comfort zone for him to like write music like this. But honestly, we're happy and excited to like release it. But it's definitely something new from him. It's definitely like something good.
The next one that I saw was the single you did with I don't know if it's Savian or Savian Sandoval, Getting
Uh,
Older.
Yeah. That one, our guitarist goes to use the Riverside. So Sabian is a friend of his that goes to the same college, university, or whatever it is. Well, he's Riverside University. Yeah, they have like music class together, I believe, and then he also skates. He's really good too. But I think he wanted to like collab with Jaisler, and then I guess I asked and begged, he's like, do you think I can like collab with you guys too? And I like a little bit. Because like it's the Vlasics, it's not just Jason. He was like, yeah, sure. So I did backup vocals towards like the chorus. And then well you can really hear him because like I think they put like too much reverb on the vocals, but it's okay. I guess that's just like I guess the vibe they wanted to go to. And then like towards the end I added like a synth and then that's all I did. But everything else is credits to Savian. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when I was listening to it, I don't know if you've heard of Bane's World. but it kind of gave me that vibe.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Like Bane's World or Hers or those bands.
Hmm.
Yeah, like the really I guess why do you call it monotone or something like really low pitch, something like that.
Yeah, and also like the what's it called? Kind of like the drum loop in the background, the
Oh yeah.
instrumentation.
Yeah.
So this next thing that I do is I have like a ranking list of 10 of my favorite songs of yours, and like as I go down each one, I was hoping that you could share like a little memory or something that you remember from that song.
Okay, yeah.
Number 10, I have Freeman.
Okay. Freeman. The most I can think of Freeman is just I would say relief in my spirit and soul, just because it's about like you wanting to do what you want. And then honestly, I've been like in an environment where like people tell you what to do and you just want to like, you just want to be free, do what you want to do and then not feel like you're getting ruled over someone or something. So yeah, and then we play a pool party, which it was amazing. Like the only thing I can think of Freeman is Orion jumping off the roof towards the pool. And that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That's crazy.
Orion is crazy, but he's like the vibe of the band. He's not afraid to show who he is. For us, we just keep it like, okay, we want to be safe. He's like, hey, nah, dude, I'm gonna do it.
He's
Yeah,
like the wild dude in the
yeah, he's the wildcat.
Yeah, I was watching like the videos that you guys have on YouTube, and I saw that. I was like, this dude's playing like the mellowest songs in the band, and then he's doing like the craziest stunts.
Yeah, no, dude, he's definitely like a wild card. He can be like he's a cool guy. You're gonna be surprised on how like he reacts over people. He always has something up his sleeves. You never know what he's gonna do next.
And the number 9 one, I went with Summer Lover Song.
Oh, okay. That one is just I remember I was sitting in my couch and I wanted to like make something sound like Egypt like from Egypt or like something like with that sitar sound. And then I just started playing the chord, the first chord, and I was like, okay, this sounds like very like Egypt like. And then I remember someone came in to like fix like the sync, and then he was like listening to like kind of like and I was like, what if I just go with it? And I started jamming with like he was listening to the radio or something. And then I just started playing along with it. And then I showed it to Ryan. He's like, oh, that's cool. Maybe change it up a little bit. So I got home and I started and then I just played that on the chord for both and then they liked it. So Summer Lover Song comes from like this random guy fixing our sync.
Inspiration can come anywhere.
I know, dude. It was crazy. I guess it was meant to be because like the guy was pretty cool. He saw my amps and my pedal board on the floor. He's like, "You play?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like I remember used to be in a rock band too. I was like, "Oh, dude, stars are aligned."
Number 8, I went with Pink Moon.
Pink Moon. We wanted. Oh, at least I wanted to sound like a little more like Daft Punk. We wanted to have like the odd one out, not sound like surfy in a way, just like change it up a little bit. And then we wanted to do like Pink Moon. And then at the time, I remember my girlfriend tell me, there's gonna be like an event, it's gonna be called Super Moon, and then do you want to go to the beach? So me and my friends and her at the time, we went to like Palos Verdes, and then supposedly we stayed there until like 12 or like 11, and then just for the moon not to be pink, it was just white, and I was like, oh man. So the song is about like making a wish to the pink moon, and then we didn't even have one. So yeah.
Number 7, I went with Looking for You. And that one I wanted to say I really like how it I don't know which term to use. I can't think of the term, so I want to say like it sounds romantic, and then it gets heavy, and then like it bounces from that. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to use the term doo-wop, but like the way you're playing guitar, it just sounds kind of like throwback, like 50s, 1950s
Yeah.
sounding, and then it gets heavy. So I really like that.
Honestly, that's one of the songs that we want to play live, but at the same time, it's like we'll think about it. But yeah, it's just like those mood swings that you get, where like kind of like not really like enough, but like you like miss someone, or you're looking for the one, but you get like desperation or anger that no one is really like in your way to like talk to you or like make a move. So you just get like anxious, desperate, angry, like, am I just gonna die alone or whatever? So you get mad, of course, like we're humans. But yeah, it's just a mood swing song. It's just like a lot of things were going on in my head, and it's like, I like this person, but at the same time, I'm angry because like they don't like me back or whatever. That's just an example. I don't think that's exactly how it went, but that's I guess like the idea that I wanted to go for.
Oh, okay. I think that's interesting though. Yeah, like how you describe it, a mood swing song, because these are like real feelings, and when when someone's creating a song, they pour out like their inner thoughts and feelings. So
Yeah,
it's cool that you managed to capture those two moods in the song. And yeah, that pretty much explains it. Like it goes from like sweet to like more like harder vibe, and then I like that it just bounces. It's
yeah,
really
no,
cool.
definitely. That one was interesting to make. At first, I was not gonna release it just because I thought it was corny and then like childish. Because like no, a 20-year-old really dealing with like stuff like this, but it's a normal thing. I see it like around like a lot of people nowadays. But it's like I guess it's just a normal feeling. And then I was like, you know what? We're all humans. Let's just release it. Who knows? Maybe like one likes it, or I don't know.
Uh, Number six, I went with Over the Hills.
Oh, that one. Honestly, I wanted to go for like a cowboy or like a ranch approach. And then we ended up just combining all of those with like surf sounds. And then I was really getting into like what was this band called? I would listen to like a lot of rock and roll to get the inspo, but at the same time I would just keep it like, like Beach Boys, just like kind of like just surf sounds, but at the same time we wanted to like make it sound like, okay, this is cool, this is catchy. And then Over the Hills is it's just about having a good time, not stressing about what's around you. I would say like this song was crazy because like it's not like a song that you will probably dance to. And then I remember playing a show, and then we just see like people just making like a circle, like a conga line, and then we would see like people sitting down in the middle. They just started like dancing. It was pretty fun. I didn't think we'll get like that reaction for that song particularly. It was like, okay, this is crazy. People actually like this song. It was good.
Oh yeah, I was curious. So Canela, you have lyrics on there that are in Spanish, and I was wondering, like, do you have any other songs that you've written in Spanish?
I have I have a couple, but they're gonna be in the new album, if not the one that Orion is working. Because right now we're done with this one. We're just waiting to like mix and master so we can release it towards like the end of April or beginning of May. And then we started already with the new one, which Orion is gonna be leading that one. I told him if anything, we can just get more inspo from you, and then I'll just lay back, and then everyone can get their turn to like make something if they want to. So that's something that he wanted to do. I guess he wanted to just like lead a project, and hey, that's totally fine with me. But
Wow.
definitely putting more Chicano vibes, at least like songs in Spanish, so people can like listen to it. Like not just I guess the indie people, but like also like the freaking families at the barbecue, or like just Mexican families, or anyone that speaks Spanish, honestly.
Hell yeah. And it's funny you said the term Chicano, because Canela reminds me of like early Chicano Batman
Oh,
sound.
yeah. Chicano Batman it's definitely someone I look up into. It's just like at first I was very like self-conscious, and then like I would just get like embarrassed or scared like singing because I have an accent when I sing or when I speak. And then someone told me to like just listen to Chicano Bama. Like they're not afraid of showing who they are, like their roots or like the accent. So it's someone that I look up to because at times where I was just like, I'm gonna quit the band. I'm not good enough singing. There's always these people that can sing like really good, no accent. And then yeah, it's just like someone that I look up to nowadays. And then hopefully one day we can open up for them, you know? That's the dream.
Dude, one of my biggest regrets. I live in South Texas. I live real close to like the Mexican border, and they came down here maybe like a couple years ago, and like yeah, a big regret of mine is not going to their show.
Ah, dude.
I know I regret it because yeah, I've been listening to him for quite a bit, and I stopped going to shows for a good while because of life and just I don't know it I don't know. It just got weird when it comes to shows, but I barely started going to shows last year again. I don't know if you know Kuko.
Yeah, he actually lives here where kind of I live.
Oh,
I yeah, no, dude, that's crazy. I saw him at Denny's, and then I was like, "Oh, dude, can I get a picture?" Because like I saw their bass player. I was like, "Oh, dude, I know you. You're like the bass player for Kuko." And then right behind him was Kuko. I was like, "Oh, dude, what the hell? It's Kuko." And I asked him for a picture. They're actually pretty cool people. They came to my job a couple of times, and then I was just like, "Damn, dude, hey, dude, if anything, I'll pay for you guys' stuff."
yeah, I saw him. I think like in October. Man, it was packed as hell. He sold out the uh the venue, and uh and then I don't know if you know Hombres G.
Dude, we tried covering the Web Mi Chica a couple of times.
That's awesome. I saw them like earlier this month. I saw them, and uh, yeah, the reason I'm bringing them up too is because on Canela you have that line, "Suéltate el pelo,"
Yeah.
and that's one of their songs. And I thought of them. I was like,
Uh, yeah, no, dude, honestly, Canela is it's a fun song that just needed to happen. It's like I remember in high school, I went to like I don't really go to like the winter dances or like those dances in general because I'm not a dancer. But I remember like asking this girl, "Hey, do you wanna do you wanna go dance?" And then she was like, yeah, sure." So we were just dancing, but like she told me she was afraid because like she has really beautiful hair and then she had it up and I was like, why don't you let it down, show you like because we were friends. She's like, just bring your hair down. And I was like, no, because like what if like we're dancing and I accidentally flick you with my hair. I was like, dude, if anything we can I tell her if anything we can just get tangled together, which is what I say in the lyrics. Like if it's like I don't mind getting tangled up with you. So yeah, it's just like, this is cool, maybe make a song about it.
"Sweet." Going back to the list is "My Kind of Luck" for number five.
I guess something I remember for that song is that we don't play the saxophone solo. I actually came up with like a guitar solo, and then it's just crazy that people actually like. Well, a lot of people actually like it. Some people like it's whatever, but like the people that come up to me is like that's just a very touching song, and I don't like I guess telling them the story. I just like, oh, it's like a personal story, and then I just keep it like that because like it's about like what happened to my mom. It's not something that I want to brag about or anything. It's like, oh, dude, I got the answer from that because like you don't know the reaction you're gonna get. So it's just like, oh yeah, it's just like put a lot of feelings into it. It means a lot. And then back then I would play that song every show that we get until I realized, it had its moment, and then my mom is doing better now, thank God. So like, it's a song that's just gonna stay there, and then we'll bring it back later on in like the future. But like for now, it's like we're like we're just gonna like, give it a rest.
Okay. Number four, I went with "Broken."
Oh, that's our attempt to sound more surf beachy sounds. Honestly, I remember getting in a fight with my ex, and then I wanted to show her, dude, you're like my everything, it's like I remember telling her because like it's like, dude, in the lyric says an angel shouldn't be hanging around with a guy like me. because like she was a really nice person. Honestly, we both had like our moments where like it was each other's fault, but I just wanted to show her whenever it was my fault. It's like, dude, you're so much better than me. And then honestly, I really don't deserve your time. So I just wanted to show her like, how can someone like you be with someone like me? And then I put that in the lyrics. Um, and then later on in the lyrics, I wanted to make it more like in my end, like, because if you say you love me, then just prove me so, because like, when in a fight, when like couple fights, you're, I guess you just get the disbelief whether like you two still love each other, because like after a fight, it's like kind of rough bringing back the trust. I wanted to make him like about her, but also about me, and then back to her, and it's
Mhm.
about couples fighting, and then we don't play that one live. Just for the exact same reason, because like by then she knew like what the song was about, and then just for like respect towards her, I told her we're not gonna play it, and also because of that song, I made it myself. The band doesn't know how to play it. I play the drums, I play the bass, I play everything. Just like it was just like a project for me to show her, and then that's it. But I ended up putting it in the album.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. And so you did end up showing her the song?
I showed her and then I asked her for approval. Can I put it in the album? Because Loki, this song, I kind of like it. And she was like, do whatever you want. I was like, all right, thank you. Thank you.
That's like the kind of burden when it comes to creating art is like you want to show your your affection towards someone with the things that you do and make, but it's like a gamble because like I mean most of the time they're gonna appreciate it anyway. But like I said, like if stuff doesn't work out later on, it's kind of like that thing is already out in the world.
I guess that's just how it works, you know? I guess. Well, even though me and my ex are not together anymore, I like to, every now and then I just like check in with her. And even though like people say that's not the right thing to do because like you can maybe reopen scars, but I don't like to keep grudges or like hard feelings. So I'm just like, hey, how you been? How's work? So on and so forth. And just keep it like that, Keep like at least like still show her that I care, but like even though if she doesn't feel the same, hey man, you're always gonna have a friend over here.
Yeah, that's just a nice thing to do, and I'm kind of the same way where like I have these songs for people that I'm not in touch with anymore, but
Mhm.
it's not like I'm gonna just completely erase them. Like I'm pretty proud of the songs anyway, and like you know, um, and I guess they're just kind of like little like time machines that take you back down memory lane when you revisit them. Like, oh hey, this song this song reminds me of the time when I was all like smitten, like all
Yeah.
lovey dovey.
We all been there.
Number three, I went with enough.
Okay. And enough, I've never played with the band. I remember signing up to play like a solo Tuesday night like performance. Like you just sign up, write your name. I play a couple of songs original that had never been released in the band or myself. And then enough was one of them that I put in there. And then I also did covers too. But yeah, that's the only remembers I can do. Just going up on a Tuesday night. I guess I wanted to like experience what it is to like play by yourself because like I usually just rely on my friends being next to me, like playing their instruments, and you get that comfort, like you feel confident that you're like you have people backing you up. And then I just wanted to like just try it myself without like anyone to rely on because like when you're in a band, the audience is I guess mainly gonna look at the singer, but they're gonna like I guess look at the other band, and then when you're just doing this solo, everyone's just staring at you, judging you, just analyzing you. So yeah, that's the only thing I can think of enough, and just playing by myself, and then what I told you previously too, what the song is about. But that's pretty much it.
And speaking of like solo performances, those two those two snippets that you shared recently on your story, man, those were real good on the acoustic guitar. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say maybe they're gonna be on the new album.
The first one is. The first one is. The second one, that I did yesterday morning, that one I'm not sure because like I just made it on the spot. But the other one, it's a full finished song that is gonna be released this album that we're working on. That's pretty much done. Just needs mixing and mastering. That's it.
So when I heard it, the first one, the one I think it was on Thursday, I was on a game chat with this friend of mine, and we were waiting for like this game to load. So I'm on Instagram just scrolling, and then your thing popped up. I was like, "Whoa, what the hell?" And I was like so just so like blown away by your performance, that the game was already starting. I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, no, that's I'm kind of glad I get that reaction because like honestly, it's a song. Let me tell you, there's times where you just be like, what is this song even about? It's like you giving love to someone, but that someone doesn't want to give it back. Kind of like the same topic of all the songs. I get this a lot. It's like my bandmates just like, you're just writing about love and then complaining about it. And I'm like, hey man, it's just whatever comes to my head. That's the first thing. And then hopefully out of the many, shots that we shoot, hopefully one lands in the bucket, even though they all may have the same topic, but at least one of them is gonna make it out.
No, I feel that what you're saying, because I'm a little in the same boat when it comes to like, yeah, that feeling of like you don't think you're enough, or like you don't think you're good enough, and it's like what's it called, unrequited love, I guess, where like you you have the feelings for the person and you're not getting them back,
Yeah.
and it is like it is like a easy topic to talk about, because I mean we all experience it in one way or another, either romantically or like with other things. But yeah, I'm in that same boat sometimes where I start writing and I'm like, yo, I feel like I've already written this before.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, I don't know what's wrong with my head, but sometimes I always end up in the same topic.
But I mean, as long as you feel good about it, I mean, it shouldn't really matter, I guess, because we're our own worst critics. That's why we kind of expect more of ourselves, and like, well, we know the true meaning of the stuff that we create, so that's why we're like, oh, come on, man, switch it up.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm trying to switch it up. In the songs, actually, I made it more like, well, mainly it's just love, I guess. But there is one that I wrote about me and my drummer because financially we were at a state where it wasn't very steady. And then I was in credit card debt for like a good year. Thank God I actually paid off. It took me like me being actually broke, like all my paychecks, like I don't want to get more in debt, so I paid it off as soon as I could, and then that will mean me not eating, which is like every time I would go to work, not bring food, just eat peanuts or like chips, and then that was the meal of the day, dude. But talks about like just having voices in your head. That's the title of the song. But what I mean is like not you being crazy, like how did people are talking to me, is like, hey bro, what you gonna do today? It's mainly just hearing the voices that like tell you what you're doing wrong or not you're doing wrong. And then just those voices just go to your head and then they just stick there. Like it's like a father telling you you're grounded, so on and so forth, and you just like develop anger towards him, but like which you really shouldn't because like he's doing the right thing to do. He's correcting you. It's just things that you hear in the daily basis that like they're in the back of your head screaming and then affecting your life in a way. But yeah, it's just I guess experiences that we have that you're just gonna hear those voices in your head, and it's like you just decide what to do with them. And then I guess we taught each other how to like not to listen to them. Therefore, we made the song. It's like, you hear those voices in your head. You just, regardless how loud they get, you just don't listen to them.
Okay. And is that one gonna be on the new album too?
Yes, it's actually gonna be in the album. I was planning just to have it as a single, but I was like, nah, it's better if like it has the other ones. I guess company because like we play a set not so long ago, just the new songs, and then people were like, I never heard this one before. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be the new album, and then we get like a good feedback having those being in the same I guess set. So we're just gonna keep it on the album.
Sweet. And number two, I went with Canela.
What do I have of Canela? I guess playing it live for the first time in an actual venue. I didn't think I was gonna get like a crowd reaction because mainly, well, that day we only played for like like white people or like just like people from like the neighborhood. So I'm like, well, first of all, I don't think they know the lyrics. I don't think they know what I'm saying. But they actually liked it. They actually asked me, "Oh, what language is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Spanish," because they'll confuse it with Portuguese at time. Because
Oh,
like
okay.
I guess the guy, the sound guy wasn't like he wasn't the best. So the vocals weren't like loud enough and then it would sound like glitchy. There was a lot of feedback going on. But yeah, they actually liked it. They actually stood up to me. It's like, oh, they actually like Spanish music, or at least the sound of it. Um, I didn't think people would actually like come up to me and then greet the band or like just compliment that song specific. It was an experience. It was something that I was not expecting that day.
Yeah, on one of those videos I saw, I think it was the behind the scenes video of you guys. Um, it was an extra, it said extra clip, and then in the end, it's you guys performing Canela at some I don't know if it was like an open mic or something.
Oh, it was a like a bar brewery, something like that. With that one?
Oh, okay. It's the place where you put two stickers.
Oh yeah. That's that's the first, I guess, not I wouldn't call it venue, but like the first outside backyard show. Because we would just play three backyards by then. And then by the next, the guy told us, "Oh, dude, we need like a band. Do you guys want to sign up?" And I was like, "Dude, for what?" I was like, "Another backyard show." And it's like, "No, dude, this is like an actual restaurant, like a bar brewery." And then we looked at each other, dude, this is crazy. We're actually making it out of like Hawthorne or whatever. We were just excited because like it's our first time playing like for adults. Because like we usually just play for like the kids to live in the neighborhood or like in the flyer, just bring more kids. But this time we were actually gonna play for adults. We were like afraid because like we play like very like music for like our age gap, and then having like the old people just listening to it, they can like get like either offended or like the sound is like too much for them. So we were just like, okay, we gotta really like put pieces together, make sure there's no gaps, and then we don't like affect the people's hearing after our set. It was just like very like, okay, we gotta like put our stuff together pretty much.
Um, yeah, but in the video, yeah, you see the crowd, and like you said, they're like some of them look like older white people, but they were vibing to it. They were like,
Yeah, no,
like
it was an experience. It was crazy. We have other times where we play for white people. We play at a Surf Fest 2021, I think, 2022. We play in Hermosa Beach, and then like people will come up and then ask for that song specifically. And then sadly, we don't have business cards for them to scan the QR code or whatever. We should honestly, but I just took out my phone. It's like, oh look, this is us. Follow us on Instagram, or it's like, I have Facebook. Do you guys have Facebook? I was like, no, but we'll make one just for you.
That's-
So we have Facebook now.
so where was that brewery at?
That is in, I think, Carson. Um, it's somewhere between Carson and Palos Verdes. It's like right there. I think it's called Project Barley.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. It's first time playing there, and then we haven't played there in a while. It's been like once, and that's it.
Oh, and how did the show you guys did with Tony Jupiter come about?
That's a crazy story. I actually found out about Tony Jupiter on Spotify, and then I really liked that song "Solo Sin Tu Amor," and then I was just like, "This song slaps." So I listened to that song straight for like a month or two, and then I just shot my shot, and I was like, "Dude, I really love that song. I'm part of a band, and then it will be like an honor to like open up for you guys. You guys are crazy. You guys are sick, because like I really like your tone." So I pretty much just like like worshiping him in a way. And then crazy enough, he reached out to me like 2 weeks later. I was at work, stalking, not having the best day in my life. I just get that message, like you just see rainbows and like birds and butterflies, right, like just flying, fluffing like around you. I was like, wow, that is crazy. So yeah, he asked me, "Do you know any venues that we can play?" And then I recommended him the ones that we play, which is like the Mint. I recommended him maybe like the Whiskey. What other venue did I mention? Chain Reaction. Those like venues like in the local LA area. But he actually like hit me up like 2, 3 weeks after. We found a place, the Paramount. Are you guys down? We're like, yeah, we're down. So we practiced the new yeah, we practiced the new set, which is gonna be the new album, because like we wanted to. So that was our first time playing those new music. And then we actually that day was pretty amazing. We got to chat with him. He told us he had to drive 18 hours from Texas to LA. And then like it's some struggles like that you probably think, driving 18 hours doesn't sound like a fun day to me. But if it's for like band business or like just like in the music scene, it's something that I wouldn't complain about, because like you're just doing what you love, and then you just go into like a place where people want to see you. And then that show we didn't really well, we brought like a good 12, 15 people. And then that's all we thought we were gonna have. But we see like this massive crowd, and then well, they were mainly going to see Johnny Jupiter and then the Earringers that day. But the fact that they came up to us and then they asked us to sign T-shirts and then like get stickers and take pictures, it was just like we felt like we're doing something right. And then that was our first time playing with like someone up there, and then he gave us details, gave us like advices, and then it was just cool having someone to coach you, because like I didn't have like a father image to like teach me how to drive or anything. And then music is something like I really like, put time and effort into, and like just having someone who's been in the business for like I guess the longest or longer time than you, telling you what to do exactly so you can like be successful. It kind of means a lot. So we were just excited just to be there, and then seeing the reaction of people like listening to like underground, barely starting band, and then getting that love and attention. It was just magical. It's like words cannot explain how like that night went. It was just crazy.
When was that, by the way?
It was September 23 last year.
Oh.
It was crazy.
So so you guys have stickers. Have you guys done other types of merch?
Yeah, we've done shirts, stickers, and then we recently started making tote bags. And then I only like made four, and then at a show in high school, they told us like, "Do you guys want to play in Glendale High School?" And I was like, "Sure, we're down." A girl bought all four of them. I was like, "That's crazy. I should have made more." But yeah, we're just experimenting, because like we're low key on a budget, but at the same time, we should like save up as band money, not just coming out of our pocket. So yeah, low key, we're just experimenting with tote bags now, and then low key, hopefully, if God is willing, we'll be selling discs and well, CDs, same thing, or cassettes. Because we've seen like a couple bands do it, and then even if you don't have it, it's like to have like a cassette or a CD of your like one of your bands. It's just, I think it's pretty cool.
For sure, man. And if you, yeah, I'll be on the lookout for that. I totally love to own a CD or a tape of you guys.
Oh, dude, we'll send you one for free. You don't need to buy one.
I gotta support the artist.
You're supporting enough with this interview. It's all good. It's all good.
Appreciate it, man. dude. And so my number one, and I was like, at first, Canela was in the top choice to be my number one for you guys because it's the one I've heard the most, and I think it's the first song that I heard from you guys that I was like, whoa, like what the hell, what is this,
Mhm.
And but in I guess in the aspect of how it makes me feel. And this song, I just think it's just so good. It's one of those songs that I was like, damn, I wish I wrote that, kind
Yeah.
of stuck.
Oh, Stuck. What can I tell you about Stuck? Song that we don't play live just because I played the saxophone and then I had to go back and forth record like a couple of tracks so I can build the harmony and then the lead. It's it's just another romantic song. What can I tell you? But definitely just sung my guts out on that one. It's something that I've never tried because back then I didn't couldn't reach certain notes on my like I guess my vocal extension or whatever you want to call it. But I just felt inspired. There was nothing wrong in my head or relationship wise. It's just I woke up and I chose to write something like that, something romantic. I was aiming for like jazz, but I ended up with like the saxophone part that I had. But yeah, it's just sometimes you just feel stuck in a box where like you just want to like break free and then yeah, you just need that someone to be like the special key to open up that box, you know? I guess that's what I wanted to go for. It's just I guess waiting for the chosen one that will fit in the keyhole to like open break you free for whatever struggles that you have in life.
Yeah, the lyrics are really good, and your vocal performance too. It's I like how you're kind of like screaming, but then you sing like a little softer. I don't know. It was just one of those songs that I was like, everything is in sync together and is just on point. I really like the synthesizer too, like the little uh keyboard melody
Yeah.
that goes with it.
Honestly, that was it was not gonna have any keyboard, but my brother bought this like drum machines, like you can like make beats, like I guess rappers use them. But we just wanted to have them so whenever like Orion is not around to like play drums, I just play drums in like the little like drum machine. But it has like keyboard too. I just added the synth and then I was happy with the outcome, honestly. It was not gonna have saxophone at first. It was gonna be the synth. And I was like, I'm gonna just keep synth as like a very like background, just single notes, and then make something like jazzy or like bluesy. And then I came up with like this sax is the and then I just like it needs to have some harmonies or anything. So I added it, and then I was actually very happy with it. A lot of people asked me to play saxophone for their band. I think I'm gonna shout them out. They call them Meerkats. I play a couple songs for them. They're really talented psychedelic rock folks. But yeah, saxophone is just something that you don't really see in like surf or like any other genre other than jazz or blues or like like old town rock and roll. But just wanted to be like different, I guess. It's just the inspo that came to my head that day.
Yeah, and you pretty much answered the question that I had for it too. Is like, were there actual horns played on it? And that's awesome that you're
Yeah.
the one that added that.
Dude, it was crazy. It took like 3 days to get the voices right, just because I don't really have like the expensive mics or like a really quiet room. I used to have birds, and I would just like you just hear them like sing in the background. I was like, dude, come on now, I'm trying to record. Um, but yeah, the microphone, like I learned a couple techniques. It's like you can either put it at the bell of the saxophone where like, comes out, or just have like a microphone like the saxophone is like it's face up, doesn't face forward. Just have like a mic and then put the mic stand all the way up, down, so you can get like really like the room sound. So I had to do like a couple techniques. I had to do like my searching, my browsing, and then yeah, just that happened.
Um, and Did you play some acoustic on it too?
At the beginning, yeah, and then towards like in the second verse, because like I feel like electric wouldn't fit right. Actually, no, I think the whole song is an acoustic. It's just towards the end where I do like the run with the saxophones. I added the electric, but everything else is in the acoustic.
Yeah, because I was like that does sound like acoustic strings to me, and the strumming like dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun dun
yeah,
dun.
honestly, I have an electroacoustic, but I accidentally dropped it, so like the input jack doesn't work. So I had to get like two mics, one of them far away, the other one's facing straight out of like the hole for like I guess the guitar acoustic hole. Just so I can get like a full warm sound from the acoustic. Because like if anything is gonna sound too airy or like too far away or not loud enough, so I just had to like double it, and then so you get like the full warm tone of the acoustic.
But yeah, man, that song I put it on repeat because it's just like I said, it's such a good song, and Canela's more of the upbeat, like let loose, have fun song, but this one's more of like it's the feels.
Dude, that's definitely the approach that I wanted to do.
uh, well, the final thing that just want to touch on a little bit, if you can just share a little info if you can on like what's to come from you guys, like on that new album.
Yeah, definitely a lot of struggles and angry times among the band, like a lot of like arguments, but definitely like a lot of like closure between us, helping each other out, and then just getting more mature. Because we're just like a couple. I still think we're still kids, in a playground arguing who's gonna get the red car, who's gonna get the blue car, and then so on and so forth. Definitely getting closer as not just friends, but like family. And then the album is just like a perfect example on like us agreeing on one tone and then just changing things a little bit and then expanding in like different genres because we have like psychedelic, we have surf, we have regular indie, and then we have a cumbia too, which our bass player, which is he's related to the drummer. He recently joined like last year, and
Gio.
then Gio, yeah, he's actually singing, which we were like, dude, we didn't know you can sing. He's like, yeah, dude, I want to like make a song and make it like a cumbia. I was like, hey, dude, you do that. So we're just like getting these ideas and then helping each other out, because like at the end of the day, it's gonna happen if we all put like our effort and time into it, not individually. We have to go at the same time and pace. And yeah, we have an album coming up. Already working on the second one. Um, what else do we have coming? I think we might fly to Colorado to play a show. Yeah, I'm part of another band. I'm helping them out. They're Concave. I just play like lead for them because like they had two leads previous before me, and then it didn't work out, so they asked me to help them out. And then they were kind enough to like ask us, "Do you guys want to tag along? It's gonna be a fun trip." So we're going to fly in Colorado maybe like in July, and hopefully the music, blows. I guess gets famous, or just I guess we get a lot of visits enough for us to like build an audience, and then probably like throw a show at the Paramount, us headlining. That's idea.
Sick, man. Where is the Paramount, by the way? It's like in Los Angeles.
It's in East Los Angeles, yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, man. Well, this very excited to see like what's coming next for you guys. Like the two albums that you told me about. It already sounds like I can't wait to hear how you guys progress with the sound.
Dude, it's definitely a journey that we didn't expect because it was not gonna be an album. It was only gonna be like EP, three songs, four. But the arguments build closure and then just give us inspo in the moment to just add songs. And then yeah, honestly, not really mad about us having conversations where we're like, okay, dude, I'm just gonna if you're not gonna cut it, just you're getting out of the band type of situation. But it was just the time that we took to like, work things out, understand each other's struggles and problems, and then just be the better, mature person to like help us out. Honestly, those kind of type of conversations usually just end up in like breaking up the band. But I think we're all mature enough to like just not do dumb decisions, or at least like have someone more mature than the other one to like knock the sense in our heads. Yeah, it's just that build closure. Definitely, we're closer than what we used to be, and then having those two being related like brothers helps a lot because like if one of them is not answering his phone, we just call his brother and then wake him up. We had to like really grind for the past this 2 weeks because we had to record drums because we had everything recorded. Just we just needed the drums, and then they're it's finalized. Just mix and mastering, and we're probably just gonna like wait for like 3 weeks, post it on social media, like build like climax, like oh dude, we're dropping an album, check this one out, little snippets, and yeah,
How many songs is gonna be on it?
it's gonna be 8.
Oh, wait, sweet.
Yeah, it's just 8 songs are just they're crazy. They're crazy. There's a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, but they're hopefully people relate to.
No, I can tell you're excited for it. I can tell, can just imagine how proud you are of the song. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to hearing the new stuff, man.
Thank you, thank you.
And again, man, thank you so much for your time, bro. I'll send you the link once I upload.
Yeah, dude, thanks. Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun. You're a pretty cool person. Thanks for like coming up with these questions that got me out of the comfort zone to answer. But it was definitely like it was definitely fun. It was pretty cool.
Again, man, thank you for sharing these stories with me, and I'll definitely hit you up one day down the line, like as a returning guest.
I did. Thank you once again for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your day, Josh.
Thank you, man. Have a better one. Enjoy too.
Later.
Later.